Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Hades 2, where today we pursue Polyphemus and also Medea a little bit, sort of accidentally. And I think we're all set to go. We got our cat, we got our aspect of Pan.
All right, Eris.
So we generate an extra knife for throwing when we do our Omega special. I think just always, and also our Omega specials seek foes in our casts, so we don't. It's a little bit like having that hammer upgrade without having to actually spend the hammer upgrade on it.
Let us together shine this night, O moon.
You have surpassed each of the two initial obstacles posed by the vow of rivals. Thus have gained insight with which you may induce still greater fear using this vow. I shall be watching, for you are prepared.
Okay, I do love Moonwater. Total Eclipse obviously has done a lot of really great things for us, but I actually am thinking about like maybe Moonwater. The thing is, in the end, a properly upgraded Total Eclipse does so much damage to bosses.
Total Eclipse.
Perhaps a small amount of overkill.
Look carefully about.
Go, Tula. Victory.
Impressively retrieved.
I wonder if you can still get the benefit for the improved Rod of Fishing if you're not catching your fish with the Rod of Fishing. So I'm kind of curious what this looks like. It kind of seemed like the cast ended before I got that off. I might need some speed help on that.
By that abhorrent monster Typhon. It is more than a threat. It is an insult. I control the seasons, yet he dares smother our mountain in his foul storm.
Yeah, okay. Honestly, I might just grab Tranquil Gain right away. Like, Ice Flourish is not bad. Obviously, we want a lot more bonus damage on our Flourish than this if we can get it. But Tranquil Gain seems like just being able to get your magic back is so valuable.
The city square.
And there's a hammer. I mean, I guess let's take the hammer before we do anything else and just try to figure out, like, let's see what kinds of builds will be available to us.
Shades, I release you.
Oh. Damn terrain interrupted me mid-dash. Alright, show me something really cool. You channel your Omega special much faster. Honestly, probably pretty good. These are both also very good, and I would say in a vacuum, like, so much better than Sudden Flurry. But in this specific situation, we're going to be really, really motivated to channel the Omega special. There we go. Of course, when I went to test the thing, I managed to plant my heel in the very edge of a fire that was on the ground. Okay, there's some turning radius issues, it would seem. Okay, Tula's helping. Tula's doing good work. It's a little early for a palm, but you know what? I guess I'll take a doubling of our mana regeneration rate. That was a hell of a door. Okay, what else? Double hearts up there, and then an interesting group of bonuses. Wounds on special could be really, really good. These folks just stay in it. Oh, you cowards.
More.
Alright, so obviously I need to get some damage of some kind on our casts as well. Pretty decent max HP at this point in the run. Feeling good about that. I think let's go hit the Ares. I think that worked a little bit.
You'll be out in no time, Shades.
Alright, go get him. Sweet vengeance. Okay, pretty. I think I've kept this pretty well under control so far.
Message
This is always the key. This is always the big difference between the runs that go well and the runs that don't go well. The runs that go well are the ones where I am playing carefully and keeping control, and the runs that don't are the ones where I'm just like, murder, murder, murder.
I recently returned from certain travels, for my work is never done. I was pleased to see that matters here were well in hand, much better off than when I left in many ways. I take it you're to thank in no small part.
You leaving and going out into the world now? Is this the moment for that now? I am going to go ahead and take the reroll here.
I choose otherwise.
Okay, we do not get our special thing. Obviously, mutual destruction gets real good. Like, Blood Spree is compelling in theory. And it being at rare... Man, Blood Spree is compelling, huh? I'm just thinking, like, how much stuff hits you so hard that it's going to kill you from 40? I don't think it's very much. And this'll refill you really fast, especially with this weapon. Yeah, you know what? There's my insurance, I suppose.
Next pylon, then.
Alright. Zeus, maybe? Yeah, I think we're taking the Zeus no matter what. So let's go see what we got. I certainly intend to use my aspect more than this later. It's just like right now, with so little to gain from switching attacks, you know, with no boons backing up most of our strategy, and
Should put a dent into that barrier.
hopefully they'll kill the satyr, at least get him close. Next most important guy is definitely the eyeball thrower. Cat, get over here and play.
A boon.
I don't know how you circumvented the curse that bound you to the Underworld, young lady, but I do know this changes everything. You can help us defend this mountaintop. Help we could use, even I must admit.
Hey, a little bit of witchcraft do some wonderful things for you. We're definitely not taking ionic gain. Attacks inflict blitz is perfectly fine, right? It's not like exciting, but it's perfectly fine.
Lightning from on high.
It's honestly probably pretty good even. It's just a, no buff to my attack is going to get me all that excited in this moment. So of the things here, like, I'm not necessarily turning down my nose at special blitz. Turning up my nose? I don't know what the appropriate thing to say would be. Maybe we want to go... Yeah, maybe we want to go for Hermes and Zeus and try to tack toward air boons. There's pretty decent air infusions. Okay. No spawner, just a lot of spawned. It came from actually absolutely nowhere. Burn this guy down real fast. There we go. I wonder what Tula scales with. Or if she just does the same damage the whole way up. You wouldn't think that that would be a good way to implement her, right? She's either doing way too much damage early or way too little late. There must be some kind of scaling.
Some of the gods think errors showed up near our mountain causing trouble again, all because of you. They don't know I practically begged you to come up to our rescue over here. Think Heck gave you the order. We're really in it now.
I mean, dodge. Dash more frequently is not nothing, but that's not it's not great. Yeah, of these, it's the dodge. Hey Sal, you pick the same boons all the time, and mostly you get wrecked with them. Do you think that's a sign, perhaps? No, I've never thought anything was an indication of anything. Causality, data, the scientific method? Come on now. Surely it's all in your head. Huh, how did she say what like that?
It's done.
Yeah, strange. Alright, crystal figurine leveled up. Pretty cool. Get ourselves some nice high quality Arcana cards.
Laughable. That was the last of them. In the name of Hades.
I like the fact that the cat getting detonated just wakes her up. And she seems grumpy about it. Yeah, like specials inflict blitz is also good. We might end up
They're getting
replacing
used to
this or
that.
something. That's probably fine.
Barrier down.
Okay, so we have, at the very least, a reasonable boon on our attack and our special. We have a method of gain.
Oh, to be an urgent bit of battlefield relief delivered courtesy of the feared boatman himself. Come on, we all have fantasies, gorgeous.
Yeah. Don't know that I quite am sure what she means when she says relief. And then you know what? Rapture Ring actually is a great... I think these are both perfectly sensible ways of inflicting weak on people. And... yeah, take that. I should have grabbed it first, because I would have preferred it on one of my blitz moves, but it's fine.
Hairs on the back of my neck all standing up, and not because of you. Or maybe it is, but it's like I got a mark on me. Not had this feeling in a while.
Nothing personal, Cyclops. But the Testament of Night requires your defeat. You needn't concern yourself with the inner workings of it, so how about we just fight?
Testament of what? I didn't get a damn word you said at the beginning there. But you got me on board and just fight.
Okay. Well, that works for me.
Special sauce.
Got a cat. That was a terrible dash on my part, but fortunately, the effect just ended at the right moment. Ah, man.
They're after me.
You little sheep. No. Ah. Okay, well, he came back down into it at least before it finally landed. Get away from me, sheep. Okay, I mean we're getting decent damage in. I'm trying my best not to put myself in harm's way any more than I have to. Okay. Gotta go wake up my cat real quick. Boy, it is so hard to tell what the actual strike area around his leap is. Oh shit. Okay. You stay over there until the poison fades. She let me stand still long enough to regain all my magic at least. I appreciate him. Ow! It does feel like poor sportsmanship when she appears right next to me and then strikes me in the back of the head. Okay, not bad. That was. I mean, it wasn't the best. Obviously, I got hit a lot.
Will of Night. From the Oath.
Strength and Night. Which one is Night? Okay, this is probably not going to come up too much, unless I start. Well, if I Omega cast, then I Omega Special into it. That'll trigger it.
On such particularly fearsome nights, the Witch of Shadows is believed to haunt this awfully putrescent field, whilst conducting her profane experiments upon the dead.
Still feel a little nauseous after that.
Yeah, listen, I'm not here to judge, but maybe she could just do it after I leave.
Must be where Polyphemus lives. Ugh.
Alright, so this keepsake's effect has expired for this night. Do we want to grab... We would only need 14 more encounters to level this up. I think I do want to grab this for right now.
The beam.
Like this and Concave Stone, another 1 or 2 nights of that pattern is going to see them both leveled up. And then we'll see if we want to take some other stuff.
Done there.
But the important thing is we got our rewards there.
Follow my light.
Oh, is there driftwood? No, there is cat
Go on,
food.
Tula. No escape. It's a squid.
Where did you get your tiny eye patch?
I'll take it from here.
You know, like, in theory,
There it is.
the cast keeps them solid, right? It keeps them locked in place, and I don't have to worry about them diving me, but I never feel secure with those things anymore. Alright, Hex also fires your Omega cast in the area immediately after the blast. That's, like, fine. Yeah, we got much less compelling stuff here. Well, I do want fragmentation. I kind of don't know about the rest of it. Let's get fragmentation. Preparation's not super compelling in my opinion, but like the buffs for the rest of the encounter certainly are. Do we want to just grab access? Yeah, I guess so.
The end of the path.
Grab it now just to have it. So this is a run where our Hex has a little bit less of a, little bit lower of a ceiling in terms of its effectiveness. Which is a shame because we have a lot of incentive to cast, or not, you know, to use magic.
The ship's helm.
Obviously the word cast has a specific meaning. Okay, I mean, that's working out, sort of. Also, those things fly at a height where it's really hard to determine where they actually are. I still feel like I miss them with my projectiles consistently because they fly higher off the ground than most things do. And like, they have shadows, but it is a visually busy landscape.
Foolish.
Dash is just a tiny bit late. Very frustrating stuff. Why take damage when you don't have to take damage? And the answer is because dash a little bit late. Do not go to sleep. Please help me. Yeah, the way our incentives line up, it is still much faster
Sink or swim.
for me to actually kill an enemy by melee striking them in most circumstances. Although obviously, it's not as effective over as large of an area.
The heart sigil.
It's still an area for sure.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Okay, whenever we use magic, create a heartthrob. I do think that this is... Again, you have to be pretty close to the enemies to hit them with a heartthrob. It's not ideal. And this would be a 5th wind. I do like just do raw bonus damage. I ran through the cat right before he did his laid out animation. She, I think it's she. Wait, is someone still alive?
acceptable.
Let's see about a transform. Not the solution to any of my problems, I'll say that.
You're going to let me pass.
Cowardice. Yeah, so with the 40% bonus to the rate of charging our Omega cast, I can like just barely get 2 Omega specials off. I mean, you know what I mean. The bonus to the rate of charging the Omega special. I can just barely get 2 of those off in the time it takes for the cast to begin to fade. Run them along the edge slowly. There we go. That's how we deal with that. Hoping that was going to catch them both instead of just the edge of it on one of them, but it'll do. Unfortunately, it's really hard to keep track of the damage state of any particular one of the tentacles. This seems like a pretty low intensity version of this thing, though. I think it's just because I got rid of one of the things really early. Ow. Always finding myself surprised by exactly how much those things are willing to turn to hit me.
How many ships have fallen in that maw?
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like a completely different fight sometimes. And I know it's entirely in my head.
Binds us all together and inspires us to feats we never could accomplish on our own. And don't just take my word for it, gorgeous. Your wise and even-handed uncle. He knows all about spreading the love around.
You're most correct, dear Aphrodite, for my rule is based on love of family and of mortal kind as well. What are we fighting for, if not a way of life in which our passions are the driving force?
I suppose that makes a point, but I do not like the way she said it. Rushing into foes with Blitz immediately activates the Blitz and makes it way stronger. But this requires me to run into people? I mean, it is way stronger. I just like don't want to touch our foes. It feels to me like I'm going to get hit all the time doing this. That's a lot of extra damage though. We'll try to be careful with it. I'm very badly injured. Tell me you have food. No, of course not.
My lord, is this your ship? It is remarkable. Although I fear with all the hostile vessels everywhere that it may come to harm. Or even you. Smooth sailing all the same.
Okay, rank up on Shameless Attitude, probably adding 1%. Oh, 2% even. That's not bad.
As for my arcana, hear me on my authority.
Well, cut above. So what's interesting about this is that cut above is only going to apply the blade once per flurry, or because it won't, obviously the blade won't have fallen by the time the rest of the blades of the flurry hit. So this is less compelling with this build, I think, than it might initially seem, and I am definitely thinking about that. The Blitz is only doing 100 bonus damage total. So 50 extra damage per blade, plus the percentage damage boost is pretty strong. It is going to pull me down an air element, but up an earth element. So we're still like, yeah, I'm going to take it.
A necessary sacrifice.
That means that we will not be inflicting blitz in that way. So our thing where we had to dash into enemies that we blitzed is only going to come from our attack. But that's fine. You can tap an enemy and then run past it. Ah, damn. Look at the range on that. This is also just going to make like individual throws of the knife much more compelling.
Which way now?
There is Cat. Cat, get out of ground. As much damage on the harpy as we can. Look at the cat just like laying over here waiting for me to die.
The messenger. In the name of Hades.
Channel your Omega casts faster. You know, actually, Winter Circle might be pretty good for us this time. That said, we're also low on money right now, and we're pretty late in the area. So Quick Buck would let me shop, and it's a 5th air. We're pretty ready to take some infusions. It's just a matter of fighting them.
Very well.
Okay, so that's got us in a good place to shop. Right as it becomes time to shop again. Please show me some food.
Solid ground ahead.
Well, alright, I guess I can't be too upset about a heart. But I would have preferred food. Well, no, I would have preferred the heart. I would have preferred both.
I have something for you.
Is it? Nope, it's not an air infusion. Power Surge is solid, right? Yeah.
As the black flagship sails closer to the shore, the Princess of the Dead knows well that whatsoever strife she has experienced thus far this night is about to get worse.
Oh, I waited eagerly.
No, we definitely don't need that.
One last stop.
Okay, let's try to do a slightly better job here than I did last time. Hey, Driftwood.
Another go? Can't always tell if you're stubborn or just plain, you know. Not that it matters either way.
You're standing between me and my objective, Eris. Or floating. The point is, sooner or later, you'll come to understand that's a mistake.
Ah, but we all make mistakes, right? Neither one of us would be here otherwise. So you ready now or what? Let's have some fun. Bombs away!
I really shouldn't have done that then. Okay, she managed to 500 herself off of the barrels. I'll take that. I hate that she can move out of it. Obviously, it would sure make cast strategies very powerful if they did completely lock up bosses. But also, wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be them being nice to me? Okay, where are you at? Okay, refill my magic.
Double
We
damage.
are not getting her as quickly as I would like.
Single damage.
I've never heard her say that before, I don't think.
Everything's on fire.
Yeah, I can't help but notice that. I'm putting myself in some unnecessary peril here, occasionally. I do love Tula interrupting her attacks. That's pretty cool. Okay, we managed to actually take down her accomplices relatively quickly that time. Yeah, let's hold the hex until she stops moving again. Alright, solid hit. I did not make it behind the thing. Hate to get bound up on the collision. Okay, she's kind of close, and we're kind of getting there. Ah, you are a coward. Yep, and it landed right before her invincibility wore off. And she actually, I didn't realize she could do that, but she recoiled herself out of the area for the attack there. That really sucked.
Mine.
Well, I have no idea how many times that, what's it called? That blood spree saved my life, but it was a bunch. Hard to be too upset about that.
Now the climb.
I was considering briefly
Try a different one.
the aromatic file, but I think it is concave stone time.
The stone.
Let's get all of our additional tools arrayed. Do this real quick while the enemies are distracted. Or maybe they will let me do this for the entirety of the fight, actually. That's on them. They should not have let me get away with that. Okay, it's hard to turn down boons. I do love heart. It's too hard to turn down boon.
The Titans follow us.
That guy dropped into the scenario very wounded. I guess they all did. Wonder why. Every time it looks like the room's over, the game checks how much damage I've taken and says, no. It's got to be higher than that, though.
Good. Olympus, I accept this message.
Okay, don't think we're taking Ice Flourish. So I guess, like, Arctic Gale is fine. It's pretty much just fine.
For my mother.
And then is this the only exit? Ooh. I guess we'll go this way. Alright, well, if the enemies are content to just, like, let me work them over one at a time, I think we should absolutely always take them up on that.
Hold still.
Ow. This cat is not even pretending to help. No, ow. I always dash too early against these things.
Oh, that hurt.
I always dash such that his attack actually goes off right as my thing ends, and I plant my feet. Miserable. Yeah, I feel pretty good about Vicious Flourish leveled up. And that's a hammer. Versus a palm, it is hardly even a question. God, their projectiles are so fast. Why must you take so long to die? Cat, help. That's really annoying. Huh. The zombie over there seems to have fallen asleep. Yeah, that volley of shots is far, far, far too long. Completely uninterruptible, just fast turning, extremely high damage. I mean, if he's got yellow health on. This hidden knife seems fantastic, right, for our build.
My blades shine like the moon.
That's a winner, no doubt. Do we want to take on a boss for Aphrodite for the higher rarity? Maybe. I mean, sure, we still haven't seen all the cool stuff Ares has to bear, and I am a little bit worried about fighting sub-bosses unnecessarily here. Let's just go the Ares path. I saved you. Maybe a little bit of like fucking grace. Now you maybe could argue it doesn't count as saving if you're just gonna kill him again anyway afterwards. But like, who's to say for sure that I was gonna do that? It may be very likely, but do we know that?
war.
Yeesh. Omega Cast creates a blade rift. Okay, I mean, I think we have a lot of good reasons to Omega Cast.
Strong.
Okay.
Set.
Visceral Impact is definitely not how I would have chosen to spend that, but that's, you know, part of the point of the thing. But see, now, when we're talking Palm versus Boone, I do feel like we gotta...
Perhaps I'll knock some sense into you yet.
Very dramatic trumpets. Ow. Oh, that's certainly not going to hit him with all of its damage. Get me back to 40 real fast. The throw on this is not quite as long-reaching as it looks like it is. In case you were wondering, yes, I did think about it. And I said it's probably not wise to start digging in the ground with the boss right on my heels, but it sure would be kind of funny. Ow. He led me. Not allowed to lead me. Gotta get back to 40 as quickly as possible. Man. Making sure to apply just like a little bit of blitz before we run away is certainly delivering a lot of extra damage. It's the spin. God damn it. And I'm stuck on the fucking terrain. Okay, that did not even kind of hit me. Like, his graphic overlapped with mine because I'm above him in the room. But that was not. It was ridiculous that did damage to me. It is very dangerous to not have him visible, not know when he's doing the shield throw.
Probably took me for a harpy or something.
Boy, this better be good.
Olympus, I accept this message.
You know, mutual destruction, when we're like deep in blood party territory, mutual destruction is pretty solid.
There.
I said blood party. What is the name of this ability? Blood spree. It's a spree. You certainly don't need more money. Oh, cool. And the snow harpies on top of it. Oh, it's bad. Oh, it's bad, friends. Alright, we can get people grouped into an Omega Cast. We have so many effects. Okay, there we go. Alright, so what else do we want? Do we want consequence? I don't think it's super important to grab, so like what else is good? Obviously, another rank of purpose. And then it's like purpose versus magnitude. I think it's just purpose.
Illumination.
We just continue to do damage. But what if I just did all the damage? I really, really, really wish that we weren't getting the red vignetting effect stuff just constantly pulsing because we're injured. It would be so much nicer if it only happened like when you took damage or something, because with it constantly pulsing, I almost feel like it's making me less aware of my surroundings. I'm having to ignore it. So much plasma. Oh, god damn it. I'm fairly sure he can't hit me through the terrain here. There we go. That's an armor break. We're going to continue to play this as slowly and safely as we can. Yep, until it has become time to blitz, and then we will blitz. What do you mean it's not over? How are there more enemies? Okay. Jesus Christ.
Good.
Well, we certainly earned that centaur heart.
Tuna, be my guest. Victory. This is a crystal.
Some top tier fish design in this game. Okay, so we're about to go get more money. I'll take a centaur heart. It's going to show up in 2 encounters. You know what?
Rush delivery on this.
Bring me that heart right now, please. And I'm going to do the same for
Should get here
this.
soon enough.
Okay. And then we move forward. Don't you two like fight each other just a little bit or something? I mean, I guess they're both chaos forces, so I suppose that doesn't really make sense. Eagle, leave me alone.
That's Eagle.
Leave me alone, Eagle. Bad Eagle. Oh god, bad Eagle. Oh god. Okay, slowly we are getting their numbers down. What a nightmare, though.
One remains.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Lost all that armor already. It's probably shop time, right? Like, we're pretty late in the biome. That's why I rushed the deliveries. So I think I'm going to take a shop here.
Some coins.
Cool. Right when you show up to like an important position and you have a ton of money and they give you one of these little piddling shops where it's like barely 200 gold worth of actual goods.
In the name of Hades.
Okay, while you have at least 8 Earth, any of your damaging effects from Olympians are stronger. So what do we have? We have Blitz. I don't know. I'm assuming it wouldn't apply to wounds the way it's worded. It should apply to the Gust on our Omega. Yeah, that's a damaging effect. Do we have... We have other stuff on our Omega cast, don't we? Maybe we don't. So yeah, I mean that's still it's good. It's not as good as I might like. The bonus it will affect the damage on the cast. And then obviously like we'll have the chance to pick up more stuff afterward. It is a shame to go into the boss fight with a boon that doesn't actually do anything for the boss fight. And also with this little health and only 2 death defiances. No Athena coming along to lift me back up.
I'm but a titan and unarmed. Should you get past me, however, I know that you know you're certainly no match for what awaits.
Perhaps you simply know less than you think. And now you're going to call me arrogant or something, I suppose.
I would have, yes. But since you've foreseen that outcome, it shall not come to pass. Well, if you truly think you can withstand that monstrosity, let's see you withstand me.
Yeah, this time around he might have a point. Come on. Oh, come on. I'm doing such a bad job of timing myself against these projectiles. The fire, Jesus Christ. It's there forever. Once he lays it down, it is a feature of the room forever into future playthroughs.
As expected.
Okay. Mid, top, mid. And then wake the cat. The thing where we run into him to mega trigger the blitz is actually like, I'm using it a lot. Alright, decent. I was way too close to him for that. Ah, fire. Oh, stupid wave. Okay, top, mid, top, bottom, mid. Wake the cat, as ever. Stay away from him and the eagle until the eagle fucks off. That attack's pretty cool. He doesn't use that one very much. God, he keeps running out of the cast before I can hit him with the Omega special. I'm having a really hard time getting the benefit of it. Okay, I did hit it. We got that sweet Ares damage bonus on it too.
The flames that you withstood, perhaps they were never meant for you.
I am honestly really surprised that we got him at all.
Such wrath. Hold on to it.
Blood Spree has been like huge
Pulled
MVP
through
here.
somehow.
Not even the intense heat rising from the mountain's central hearth can entirely dispel the chill here in the air. A gathering storm, not wrought by gods, but something else.
Something friendly?
Yeah, that's how that usually works.
Needed that.
All right, well, like Blood Spree is the only thing that's keeping us going, right? Do we want Luckier Tooth? The thing is, if we can stack up, you know, effects that reduce the amount of damage we take, it's much easier for us to survive through anything with the help of Blood Spree. So I am actually thinking Knucklebones might be better. Obviously, I want my my Death Defiances back, but I'm gonna take this and hope that we can just buy our way back into some good stuff.
I'll show myself in.
Wow, zero animation at all, huh? I guess the idea is since he's already charging, it's good enough, but that doesn't. It's not good enough for me. That's what I'll say. God, the music here swells up so loud sometimes.
See that one, Tula?
I think this is an issue with this area and the previous area. The music gets so loud intermittently. It's not always loud. Huh.
Gold coins.
Okay, I was expecting that to be a little bit meaner. Well, do we really need... Where is my... There we go.
The path you face.
How much do we benefit from another path? We'd end up taking the whole thing. So we'd get 200 power, in a larger area, and 30 charge. I think it would probably be better to just take the palms.
That broodling again.
We got into a really good rhythm with him the one time. Ow, dodge the rings. Yeah, back out when he does the headbutt. Ow. Back out when he does the headbutt. barely miss him. That's really frustrating. Headbutt and back in. Not forward for the headbutt, out for the headbutt. Interesting. Alright, so I think we gotta be a little bit careful against the wall, because it seems like it sure looked like I was behind him when I got hit by the punch that one time. So much damage. I was never gonna end that fight anywhere other than 40.
That is a stench.
You know, if I'm honest,
Greater strength.
50 extra damage on the base effect of the attack blitz is for sure the right play.
Monsters.
What are you guys doing? Bunch of fucking weirdos.
Gently now.
Okay, that's something I don't think we've seen before. Some new kind of seed. Oh, I didn't realize Typhon could just like poke his head in and say what's up like that. Okay, well, again, it's never gonna be anywhere but 40. Okay, not much going on here. Aphrodite versus Demeter. I think at least some of Demeter's boons are Earth typed. Like, my infusion is still not on. Okay, alright. I can probably do this. Gotta be cautious. I hate this. Actually, let's see if we can detonate a bunch of these. It's time for... Okay, just another one of those. So there's not really a pattern then. You just kind of have to, like, stay live. Ow. Just waking my cat. Shit. Alright, it's alright. We're back to 40, and that's as safe as anyone's ever been. Try to do it right now. I think we'll wait until we get him into position again. So he comes up, he comes down for the drill. Oh, no, he's chomping. Okay. And that's fine. What a silly way to get hit. Okay, that was remarkably clean.
Just his tail. Hear me on my authority.
Indeed. Okay. Omega Cast deals. Yeah. And for that to turn on Omega rallying cry, that's fantastic.
One of the serpentine tales of Typhon, lord and father of all monster kind, slashed through floor after floor of the fortress behind which the Olympians take shelter from his storm.
I'll be the last thing he sees.
Would you believe it's time for a little shopping?
Good find.
Okay, we'll assume that's true. So, I think we gotta take everything we can get for the fight. We're not buying that moon dust.
So, what did you think of Pop's Palace? Finally got to see the glory with your own eyes. A serious accomplishment, given you're not supposed to be up here at all.
The Palace of Zeus wasn't like any place I'd ever seen. It's very beautiful, but very bright. I don't know how you all could live up there, but you must feel the same about where I'm from.
Well, I for one quite like it, Doc, but I've spent more time in the Underworld than everybody else up here combined. As for the palace, at least it's kept us safe in all of this.
Let's keep it that way.
Okay, 10% more damage on the specials. I think that's probably it. Well, 20, you know what? Doubling the damage effect of Rapture Ring is certainly interesting as well. I think I'm going to take this. Maybe that's right.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Yep, Omega Cast is stronger. No, let's take Steady Growth, right?
I grow strong.
Alright. Food, and we may as well take the Max Magic, and let's get some armor, and... 0 Death Defiances. Here's 14 more gold. Let's see how far we get. My damage output's actually pretty good. We have some real damage here. And, you know, we learned some of the raid choreography last time.
Looks like you're all patched up. You dare hide your life.
Oh, it means it follows. Sorry, I misunderstood how it meant that it follows you. Ow. Like it actually stays dead on top of you all the way throughout the cast. What I thought it meant, like, it'll follow you as during the period where you're charging it up. Wow, really early dodge. Really early dodge. Can't afford to be doing that shit.
This mountaintop belongs only to gods.
I mean, I got him with the Zeus part. That's cool.
He's down, now hit him hard. Protect the palace, everyone.
Ow. Ow. Well, I presented a hatch. That's something. Okay, and then we prevented any serious damage from the other parts. I dashed out way too early. Alright, let the second wave hit, dash out during the third part. The wrong order for those attacks. No! I almost managed to blood spree tank that all the way to the end. I don't know how close we were, but I think it was really quite close. Just making sure to, every time I took a hit, focus in, like, super mash attack until I was back up at 40. But I took I think 2 or 3 hits in real quick succession there, because the headbutt knocked me backwards into the spinning projectiles that were not a danger until I was knocked back. That's really frustrating, because I think we were really close. The damage was coming out so quickly.
I've trained to slay Chronos, not the father of all monsters. What do I do?
Hey, so how's it going on Olympus recently? Or wherever you were last night? See anything good up there besides the snow? Not sure how come I know about snow.
I made it all the way to the summit, where I confronted the ancient monster called Typhon. It said that all of the monsters can be traced directly to him, but he's by far the biggest and the worst I've ever seen.
Mel, I'm the one who's supposed to scare you, not the other way around. So, did you beat this guy or what?
Not quite, but I intend to.
Well, let me know if I can help.
I wonder...
Welcome, Lord Charon.
Because we now have the Shade who keeps track of our runs.
Much is to be learned from history, if one but studies the lessons hidden in any purported accounts. A lifelong pursuit, in and of itself.
Still no telling what the future holds.
Do we get to see... No, we don't get to see the detailed value. Because on wins, you know, you get to see like exactly how much damage you did to... I guess you don't get that information here. I was just curious if we could see the raw damage value against Typhon. So that I could look it up online and know how close we were, because I think it was probably pretty close. Man, what a powerful thing Epic Blood Spree turns out to be.
The prophecy concerning Typhon's reawakening. What made you think it would never come to pass? I thought the weavings of your sisters were always certain to come true.
The fates are not always straightforward. Their prophecies are represented visually, not written in detail. At least the major ones. I thought my interpretation of Typhon's return was likely misguided.
So the fates wove the image of some terrible monstrosity climbing Olympus, and the gods all desperately trying to fight back, and you thought it meant what?
Well, it wasn't that exactly. Though I didn't take it quite as literally as I should have in hindsight. I thought it prophesied that the Olympians would have to stand against some sort of existential threat.
Well, you weren't wrong.
You know, when your sister draws you a picture of a dog with an eye in its tail threatening a mountain, maybe you don't go, uh-oh, let's look out for dogs with eyes in their tails.
Help yourself.
Why are you really here, Eris? Tell me Chronos didn't put you up to this. You've made quite clear that you don't want me to succeed.
Babe, I'm almost hurt. You don't get me at all, do you? Just because I'm not rooting for you doesn't mean I'm rooting for the other guy.
Then who exactly are you rooting for, pray tell?
I'll let you puzzle that one out.
What to cast?
Okay, nothing new. We do have the ability to pull this now. Oh, the lotus is not... There's a glowy flower from below, but the lotus is... Or actually, I guess we only need 2 lotuses. I think I read the numbers backwards, and I was like, we have 2 and need 5? Whatever. Now that we got our Nightshade, this is open, and I guess we'll hit it?
My choice is hereby made. My path is set.
Heavily remodel the place while Hecate's
So
gone.
might it be. Someone around here probably wouldn't mind a quick dip.
And we've all been living in the forest for a real long time. Some of us could probably really use it.
Over here. Beautiful night, isn't it? The kind where one may catch brief glimpses of the moon amid her race across the sky. She even left a little something for you here.
Moondust. You've no idea how much I could use this in my meditations recently. Although you always have an idea, don't you?
One at the very least.
Hey, showed Eris, didn't you? Could hear her crying practically from here. Been far too long since last I kicked her ass myself. At least somebody's picked up the slack.
Perhaps all of those savage fights between you two contributed to her disagreeable nature. Or yours, for that matter. Unless you're certain neither one of you has changed a bit, in which case, what was all the fighting even for?
You've met her. She always liked picking fights. And you've met me. I've never liked backing down from them. As for you, go learn to take a compliment next time.
I must have missed it.
Sure did.
It was in there. I heard it.
As promised.
Okay, so 448 bones, and also probably actually quite a lot of fish.
Tonight's catch.
Okay, 923 bones, bunch of moon dust. But I guess the raw psyche value, the value in the raw psyche isn't quite there until we can figure out where darkness comes from. Yeah, we did pick up some weird stuff up there. I guess I should have a look. Plankton, which will grow into slithering stalks. Yeah, we got lots of fish. We've never moused over any of the fish. Okay, we got some bath salts. I need some new lures so that I can try to tempt people into.
A small spring draws its heat from deep within the earth. Its water so pristine and pure that they can cleanse the body and the soul.
If I get in, I might never want to get out.
You know, all these things, but I think we're gonna have to give people a lot more nectar, it seems like, before any of that stuff is available.
I never could delve into the abyss of the subconscious with you, O Sleep. With my brother, the path was so clear. Well, we shall find another way.
I mean, he looks comfortable, at least. Oh. Right.
Is it?
I forgot to pull this stuff up. I mean, I kind of want to see what's up with the plankton. We do need olives, though. And we have for a while now. Are the other pets... The other critters aren't over here. We're just going to have to encounter them out in the world, I think.
Strength and wisdom of my predecessors.
Cool. I think that was unlocked quite some time ago, which you can tell by the fact that several of my cards are maxed already. But thank you for the note. So...
Moving on.
I wish it still highlighted which of your cards were currently active, you know? I mean... It feels to me like Divinity is probably a good spot to spend resources. Oh, I need just a little bit more. Right, Excellence also.
Closer to me.
Okay. Yeah, just bump up the chance of finding stuff above white rarity. And then... Is there any place else that I desperately want to spend? I guess, yeah. Oops.
Deeper connection.
Another reroll off of Judgment is reasonable. That's the reroll card we probably want to max out first. All right. Well, you know, like there's an upside and a downside to feeling like you very nearly got it, and the downside feeling sure is setting in now. So this is probably what we're taking out next time. Attack, sprint, and move speed are faster. Not in a huge hurry on that one. We could buy some moon dust and try out this Skyfall thing. And we'll need Flux and Darkness to access the aspect of Nyx, which is probably really cool. You know what? Let's go buy some moon dust and we'll do this. We have the resources for that. A hidden hex that strikes multiple foes and applies... massive bonus damage from Omegas. Although, for quite a limited time. I've already forgotten whether it was 4 or 5 moon dust, because that's how good my brain is, so we'll just buy 5. If that was too much, we will find use for the other one, I'm sure.
Grant me the aspect of Selene.
Shine like the moon, kiddo.
That is pretty slick looking. And then from there it levels with just Nightmare. And honestly, like, just lowering the amount of magic the Hex is ready after, I don't even know if I want to bother. Like, let's hold on to this Nightmare for something else.
May we converse? Hey, would you attest to my disciples that I've taught you a great deal when it comes to fighting Typhon? They've been getting a little unruly, and you'd be doing me a favor.
Yeah, it probably would help if you didn't let them just watch you get mauled by the cat.
But, Commander, you've not told me anything about him. Ah, I know what this is. You wish to see if I would stoop to speaking falsehoods merely because I was asked.
Yeah, that's right. And I'm asking real nicely. Come on, young one, would you just do this for me here?
I'll not bring shame upon us both.
Damn it.
I mean, thanks, kid. All right. Testament says 4 points. Well, I mean, we can just turn on both levels of rivals and see the enhanced version of the Kibellah fight and still put her ass in the ground and get our Testament done that way. I think that's probably pretty good.
Should be a lively evening.
So I guess that will be the way of it. And I don't think there's anything else that is critically important to do. So we are prepped for the next run. And with that, I think I will say thank you all so much for watching. You know, it's both a really good one and a really bad one when you get within a hair's breadth of beating the final boss. And I really do think it was a hair's breadth. We were right on top of it. So come back next time for our 5th pocket full of sand, hopefully a little bit of a confidence builder. Hopefully I don't just get eaten by Kibellah, because that would be something. Although I guess, this probably got an entertainment value in its own right. Come back for that. Be entertained in either case, and we'll see you then.